Are we going to start with the whole Moscart thing? Because you wanted to talk about the AceTech Ace Hive.
Yes, let's start there. Is it the Ace Hive? Is that what we're calling it? It's a very...
What was it? Was it the quick loading that drew you to it?
I thought that was particularly impressive, Yeah, so they've developed a new shell with a new loading mechanism.
It's been around for a while.
Okay.
It's been around for 12, 18 months now, something like that. They're really good, right up until you need to replace the seals on them.
Why?
Because they're an absolute...
Oh, they're a pig to work on, not that you can't get... Yeah, they're like an odd size seal that no one else
there's
makes.
ball bearings and springs and seals.
So I can in my head I've got you just taking that and just...
I did one and I said to the customer, I was like, no, you can do the others. I'm not getting involved with this. This is how you do it. And
interestingly enough, though, is it one of those things that are almost? I mean, how it's a clear plastic shell.
It's a shower grenade as well. That's all it is.
Is it that expensive to buy? Each of the shells?
I think you buy them as pairs, and it's about 70 quid the pair.
Okay, so 35 quid ish.
Yeah, I'm sure that's
to replace the seals is probably.
Almost that. So you're better off just...
You're better off
keep them gassed. Keep them gassed. Look after them. When they die,
they die.
Unless you're handy and you want to do it yourself.
I don't know, because I haven't bought a brand new Moscow grenade for years, but I feel like...
Look at these. These are about between, depending on where you buy them, between 18 and 30.
I've seen non-airsoft versions of them.
Yeah. So let's say between 18 and 30 quid. These inherently are rubbish as well. You could launch BBs out of your hand further.
Yeah.
However, they are relatively inexpensive, and they have one seal, one ball bearing, one spring.
Simples.
Very simple to work on. The Ace Hive, not so much.
But the Ace Hive, it's the loader itself.
Yeah,
that
and
is
I think that
actually
is
the clever bit, isn't it?
I think that's the selling point for it, and they do have a bit more range than these normal shower grenades.
Yeah.
How is that possible then?
It's kind of the way that they've designed it. They seem to pack a little bit more punch to them. I think they hold a little bit more gas. They release the gas a little bit more efficiently.
Okay.
So they certainly sound louder when they go off. And there's now a launcher you can buy for those with a tracer built into the front of it.
Yes.
So you got 100 BBs coming to your face, all in different colours.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Terrifying for being on the receiving end.
I think it's a clever idea because, like, to be quite honest, when I've used, obviously I've got a 40 mic on the bottom of the SCAR. When I've used that, you see this brief cloud, but you have no idea where it actually hit or anything like that, because it's just, and they fall out at the end of the barrel.
That's annoying. I've experienced that. As soon as you put your
meters.
barrel down, all your BBs have just, I've got nothing else to shoot now.
It's barely 10 metres that they reach at the best of times.
Well, if you want range, you want one of those.
You can't use them anymore, though, can you?
You just can't use them anywhere. But yeah, these things are 150 BBs in about a second.
Nice.
In one stream. And if you, for anybody not looking at the camera, this is a 40 mic. Banned pretty much everywhere on every site in the UK. Not banned to own, but banned to use at sites because they will just fire 150 BBs in a straight line. There's a couple of people that have, when they've seen this, gone, shoot me with it.
And then instantly regret.
Well, it's not too. This is the thing. If with this distance, where if you're like within 10 feet of somebody, it's going to hurt. If you are out at 25, 30 feet, it doesn't really hurt. Because they do wander a little bit. It's not like you're being drilled
laser
perfectly. Yeah, it's not laser beams. These, in fairness, were designed to be distance, used at distance. They then did the master mic, which the nozzle in the end, when they fired, the nozzle would turn, so it would spray them out in like a big circle. They're fine. Just can't get hold of them. But the one good thing about this is, like with my M16 with the 203 launcher on it, because I've got the long barrel on there. When you put this in, when it goes off, it sounds suspiciously like an A10 Warthog when it goes off, because it just goes, and that's it. The noise alone, if you were within an airsoft setting, I reckon people would just be like, what on earth have you just fired at me? But yeah, I mean, I think the AceTech ones are kind of an intermediary between these kind of things. Maybe not that one. Maybe the Master Mic, which was the spirally one.
Yeah.
I would say they're an intermediary. They are just quite expensive. That's the only thing. They're not cheap. And if you only get 6 months use out of them before you break it or something like that,
Yeah, it's quite.
The gimmick comes in the fact that they have a tracer unit built into the pistol handgun thing, and it seems to the setup that you can purchase has something like you can store another 4 on the side of the gun, and it's got this kind of like weird, a bit like a shotgun shell carry cartridge.
So I haven't actually seen this. I'm just trying in my head. I'm trying to picture it.
And it looks hideous. But
I think it's called the AceTech Volcano. Hang on 2 seconds.
But yeah, you can get like a shell carrier for the side of it and stuff, and you can load up either side so that when you turn the turret, you've got. And I believe someone said you can manually fire the grenades with your, like, without loading them. Just unload them with your thumb.
Yeah, probably.
So you become the grenade launcher.
You become the grenade launcher.
I'm a transformer.
And it's not a pretty thing. It's clearly a toy. And
Right, okay, ready? Surprise reveal.
That is the AceTech Volcano pistol.
I've seen them in the 1990s. They were attached to the TV.
Judge Dredd.
Yeah. It's like an arcade gun, that is.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
I don't think they've done well with the bright orange buttons and stuff. Like it's not very.
it's purely a toy.
Pleasing.
It's
Yeah.
purely a toy.
Listen, do you want? So I want to go closer extension.
But the draw of it is that speed loader, that ability to reload shells.
Hot. You know it's good because it's got
product.
hot.
Does it have a skill rating?
It actually looks like you would go to laser tag.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, clever technology with the tracer built in. Cool. I mean, the rails on it, it's just a bit.
I've seen one used at Blackout in the mine, and
Yes.
they look pretty cool
Yeah.
when they go off.
I've seen one where someone's got the double-sided pick adapter,
Yeah.
so that you can undersling it under a
Yes.
barrel. It looks almost all right, like that.
Yeah,
Depends on the gun.
There
I
was
suppose.
someone running one at AI 500. James.
Yeah.
Running one. Looked. Yeah.
But
AceTech Volcano.
Yes.
yeah, the draw in that though is the fact that it can carry, with its shell carrier adapter and all the rest of it, it can carry multiple shells. It speed loads.
But that's not groundbreaking.
It's still a
just
side.
molly pouch.
Yeah, it's still a side. Well, yeah, I suppose you're right.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so pessimistic about it.
No.
I feel like they're not going to like AceTech. Aren't going to like me, but it's alright getting a grenade holder attached to the gun. But isn't this going to be first of all pain in the ass to get caught up and stuff, and also what if someone shoots it?
Oh.
Yeah, so you got.
But
I
yeah,
feel like I'm in too much of a devil's advocate. I should be saying this is amazing.
but the interesting thing is, before the show, I showed you Evike's, what did they call it? The Matrix?
The Matrix.
Matrix.
Matrix something.
Which is a over-under barrel version of this.
Yeah.
Which arguably looks cooler.
See,
God, yeah.
When you first said it, and that picture I said, obviously that dude looked a bit cringe.
Mm-hmm.
If you put it, the more I think about it, the more fun it sounds, and actually shooting.
more you want it,
The more I
don't you?
want it, yeah.
Okay.
At first, the guys was like, no, that's just crap. No, that's ridiculous. But if you holster it, it's a sidearm. If you get 2 of them,
You dual wield
and
it.
you dual wield it, that's a lot of fun.
You're going to John Woo that thing.
I mean, it's definitely not range, is it? It's definitely like panic situations of like, why reload? Grab
panic
your
in a-
side. That's
Panic in a confined hallway.
100%. Like, can you imagine the noise of that? And just
Yeah, and the fact that under an over barrel means 2 trigger pulls is 2 shots.
2 shots.
So arguably, if you've got one of the bigger grenades that are like 150 odd rounds in a grenade quite
So
easily.
you essentially got a double-barreled shotgun, like a 12-bore.
Yeah, basically.
It's like a 12-bore shotgun, but a
It's
grenade
like a
launcher.
super shotgun.
In
from the old
fairness,
Doom or or something like that.
Yeah.
If Matrix made that in a full length shotgun format, I would buy one.
That, to be fair.
The whole thing is 3D printed. I cannot imagine it wouldn't take anyone particularly long to extend, because it like a traditional over barrel.
I'm going to show you. I've got a perfect
Articulates. It articulates downwards to load.
Yeah.
So you're just extending that.
Yeah.
That,
turning it into.
I've seen them in Tesco.
What do you mean you've seen them in Tesco?
It's the X-Shot Nerf gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I've seen them in water. It's like a water pistol one. Where it's just exact same style.
Yeah.
Right.
But it shoots grenades instead.
Yeah.
And you cock it down, don't you? You put your thing in and then pull the hammer down, click, and a little foam dart comes out. But they look cool if you dual wield them. Except for this dude, I don't know. This dude just did it.
No, I like it. I like it.
I like it. I don't like the orange tips. You want to do away with that.
Why do they have orange tips? In America,
It's America.
Yeah,
It's America.
they carry guns everywhere, but give them a toy gun that shoots plastic because
That's why.
it's dangerous.
That's why.
Well,
Yes,
so you can't
but an elderly pensioner sees you walking down the street with that Matrix. What's she going to do? Is she going to?
She's going to pull out.
Probably pull out.
She's going to pull out her actual 44 Magnum.
Get wasted by a granny because you're holding the toy out.
Yeah.
It was a toy.
I didn't see the orange tips.
That